I don't know who's last in the center. There's apparently like some people in an ambulance. So you just have to be there. I think they're like someone's pulling trail. Is there you pulling trail or a meth lab? Where's your brisket northeast and you live in Ross Island? Fucking legit. So you expected to like remember Connie Lalibert? Who? Connie Lalibert. She won the world curling championships in like
She's the one
1984.
photography.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's hard to recognize her. Yeah.
Is this your club?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolument.
I think it's their first game that they announced that they were going
Yeah.
to give it back.
Please deliver your draw to the counter clockwise rotation.
Pinned it.
Good afternoon. We're here at the Granite Curling Club. We've got the finals of the Canadian Club Curling Championship. 4 games going on. Gold medal game and the bronze medal games in both the women's and the men's divisions. National Championship finals.
We're on. We're live. Yeah. do that.
Yep.
And now,
This is about an 8-second delay, but it's
two women teams,
not as much.
Alberta,
But you know, the first game, you're saying, why would they say this? They're both talking about it, and then once they're playing it, it's not losing any game.
and on
So we
sheet
kept
B,
talking about it, so we couldn't leave right
two
away.
women's teams,
So this is good to
fighting
have.
for the
Yeah.
gold medal.
Hard to tell.
Two men's teams competing for the bronze medal. Representing Holland, Team Ontario.
So this is it, eh? Yeah.
Two men's teams playing for the gold medal. Team representing Labrador and Team British Columbia. Thank you for your unfailing cooperation and your kindness throughout this national event. Keep the memories, travel home safely, and for right now, great curling.
How did the women's Quebec team, they were losing.
Yeah,
Your games will begin shortly.
okay.
Hello again. Our featured game is Quebec versus Ontario on Sheet B. The Ontario team comes from the Rideau Curling Club in Ottawa, Ontario. We have skip Lindsay Thorne, third Melissa Gannon, second Emily Kelly, and lead Michelle Zahab.
Welcome, everyone. The Quebec team out of the Three Rivers, I'll say, Curling Club in Quebec. We got Miriam Perron, Marie-Laurence Bergeron, Veronique Gingres, apologies if I mispronounce the names, and Marie-Pierre Ayotte, I believe, with alternate Maino Mori. Lovely team from the Three Rivers Curling Club. Have been curling great all tournament, and I think we're in for a great game here, Jamie.
Yeah, I think we are. First rock is underway. It's out turn draw, probably a guard attempt. Slid into the house on the tee line. Ontario will attempt to remove that stone with in-turn hit.
Looks like both teams trying to shake the nerves a little bit here. Open end, it seems. Trying to get a feel for the ice and settle in.
Yeah, that's what we'll often see. This is a national championship, Canadian Curling Club Championships. These teams have come a long way to get here.
A little bit about both teams' journeys to get here as they perform these takeouts. Quebec was 4-2 through the round robin, and they actually lost their first game in this playoff. So that put them against their backs against the wall, and they've rattled off a few wins, 3 wins in a row. Ontario was 5-1 in the round robin, and same as Quebec, actually lost the first playoff game and had to win 3 in a row as well. So they both came from the B side, and an uncharacteristic miss there, Jamie. But yeah, so both teams winning 3 sudden death games in a row to make this final.
That's incredible. So they've got a lot of time on the ice. They must be used to the ice, and I think maybe saw some nerves there that rock curled on them.
This is both teams' 11th game so far, so lots of curling.
Ice has been fabulous all week. Fast, it's been curling. Lots of movement.
This one looks a little heavy here. The times consistently are hats off to our ice crew, Garth Reimer and his crew. You know, consistently 15 and a half, 16-second ice, which is really quick considering the curl. And the speed is held on the whole game. We haven't seen much slowing up in the later half of the game. So just a testament to the wonderful ice we've had all week.
It's an added bonus. The ice surface is held up too. It's been reliable all end, right up to the 8th end, 9th end. It's been solid. Hasn't started fudging. It's good. Got a good stone coming down here. Open hit.
Nicely done from the Quebec second. To introduce ourselves as the broadcast team, I'm Kyle Deering, the current manager of the Granite Curling Club.
And my name is Jamie Hay. I'm the former manager of the curling club. I retired in March of this year. Kyle has taken over.
How long were you with the club, Jamie? How many years as manager?
Oh, I was 9 years here as manager, started in 2016. However, I have curled here for many years, 36 to be exact.
And a past president.
And a past president. Yeah, so I'm entrenched at the Granite Curling Club, still enjoy it.
Yeah.
How are you finding your first few months of managing?
It's been great. You know, I've learned from the best and yourself, and certainly a lot to learn. And I first learned to curl here when I was 6 in Little Rocks. So a pretty cool full circle moment to be managing it here 20 years later.
Oh, I didn't know you had Little Rocks here. That's great.
Yes, yeah.
My father used to curl here. My father used to curl in the 60s. So my first exposure to curling rink was this one. And I actually remember being pushed down the ice sitting on top of a curling rock.
Wow.
That's a few moons ago.
Wow, another tough one there.
Another open hit miss. Ontario will attempt to draw to lie 2.
Speed's going to be not a problem here. I think they're going to 15.5 at least. They're going to have to get the weight right. We've seen one go through the rings.
It's been big finish on these draws after the hog lines. After the hog line.
A well-executed draw there. Ontario lies the 2.
They're both right on the tee line, so there is no double.
If you're Quebec here, you're trying to hit this yellow and roll as far over to stay shot as possible to leave yourself a double on the next. So Laurence Bergeron with her first.
Sweeping hard. Just curled a little bit too much, left the rings.
Nice thing for Ontario is that yellow is way over on the side of the 12-foot, so it's easy to get a lot of separation.
4 games going on right now. We've got 2 gold medal games, the women's game and the men's game, and 2 bronze medal games happening. Just starting. Everybody's on their first end.
Sweepers don't seem to think it's heavy.
Another nice looking stone.
Yeah. 15.5 hog to hog there, right to the tee line. And a great shot from the Ontario third, Melissa Gagnon. So thirds last year for Quebec, really key to keep the shooter around and try and set yourself up for a double.
This one's starting to move. Can she hold it?
I don't think so again.
Similar to the last stone, last takeout.
Yeah, just caught on the over curl again.
Ontario will keep doing it, trying to draw to the open side, split the house. So Kyle, Ontario had the hammer in the first end. They didn't draw to the button. Was that based on the round robin or the previous games against each other?
It's a great question. So yes, it was based on the round robin record. Ontario had a 5-1 record, and Quebec was 4-2. And Ontario actually beat Quebec in the round robin as well.
Yeah, okay.
So that would be why Ontario would start with hammer.
So they deserved the hammer in the first end.
Yep.
Oh, this one's moving. It's sailing
Wow, and a
right out the
heavy
back.
stone right out the back there, and that'll allow Quebec to try this hit again. I think they got to be careful. I think we're seeing a little bit, this spot here is running straight, where if they were to play the in-turn here, you'd see big curl. So they need to not take too much ice here. They've already thrown this once, so they should have learned from it.
We noticed some teams had different tendencies. A lot of teams always throw their hits outside in, and here we have one that's going inside out. That means from the center of the ice towards the edge, so she's throwing the out turn.
First shot, Miriam Perron.
It's a nice looking stone. Oh, hit a little bit too high. It rolled out.
A nice hit. I think we've seen that spot. There's not a lot of movement there, so they can file that away for later in the game.
Ontario's first skips rock. Skip Lindsay Thorne.
Interesting fact about Lindsay Thorne, she was a skip in this championship in 2023 and actually lost the final. So a silver medalist a couple years ago.
Wow. And she's back again, giving it another go. Good for her. It's a long path to get to this position. They first have to get out of their curling clubs, and then most likely their regions, and then their province, of course.
That's a lot of winning you have to do.
That's a lot of games.
Sweepers have dropped off at the hog line here. It's not usually a good sign. And a little bit heavy as it sails through, just out of the rings.
Yeah, they're still trying to find the draw weight first end.
Yeah, not an important shot, just trying to get the draw weight, and this should see Quebec put it in the rings and a blank attempt.
Yeah, what it does do is allows the Quebec skip to throw a draw shot.
Absolutely, get the draw weight down pat. So last rock, Miriam Perron trying to find the rings. Looks light to me. And
That
that'll
stop for as a guard. Massive movement at the end of that stone.
That's about 7 feet of curl.
Ontario will blank the first end undoubtedly.
I have a couple shout outs here for Team Ontario. KGMS Construction, Gannon Blackburn Electric, Barn Paving, Dreamscape Landscaping, Pete's Auto, Wright Excavation, and FJ Construction. And they want to say a special shout out to all their parents watching, all the support, and all the fans from the Rideau Curling Club. It's a blank attempt. All right, and zero's on the board.
Zero's on the board after one. Ontario will maintain the hammer. So the other games going on, the bronze medal game on sheet C sees the ladies teams, New Brunswick playing Alberta. Lots of rocks in play. They're not quite finished the first end. On sheet D, the men's gold medal game, we've got Newfoundland versus British Columbia. Newfoundland Labrador versus British Columbia. And over on sheet E, the men's bronze medal game, Ontario versus Prince Edward Island. They're just finishing off their first ends.
And as Quebec gets ready to throw their first rock, I want to do a special shout out for them to the Three Rivers or Trois Rivières. I'm probably not pronouncing that correct, but the Trois Rivières Curling Club. They're having a special watch party. Friends from Latangay as well. They're all having a watch party supporting this team. So shout out everybody there, as well as Livia and Jamie, Eli and Milan, and Marie Pierre's family. Everybody watching. They want to say thank you very much. And a shout out to some of our local sponsors: Asham Curling Supplies, Curl Manitoba, City of Winnipeg, Tourism Manitoba, Manitoba Turkey Producers. Thank you very much.
First shot of the second end just gets over the hog line. So it's a guard about a foot and a half off the center line, a high guard.
Not ideal, and a very defensive call here from Ontario, calling to draw around a guard that's not really in play. Both teams kind of just taking it easy early. Sorry, this right a little bit closer. A nice draw, and we'll see another hit from Quebec here.
This stone is wide open. It's taking a lot of ice. Might have been too much ice, Kyle.
Yeah, this has got some curling to do. There it goes.
Going hard on the carve.
And a good sweep, just enough. And we're seeing another defensive call. Jamie, I think they could have elected to throw corner guard, but I think they're comfortable tied with the hammer. They're sort of leading in that way and playing it a little more defensive.
Yeah, Michelle Zahab had nice weight on her first draw. Trying it again. Well, this one's hanging out.
It's a lot of late finish here. I think the line's going to be pretty close when it settles.
Yeah, here it goes. It's moving big time. This one can get behind the guard. Nice shot. It's buried, but it's a high guard.
Very nice weight. And you've seen the swing of about 6 feet. This, if you're going to hit the guard, you're probably going to flash the rock in the rings, I think, Jamie, here, with how much curl there is. So lots of room to hit this one out for Quebec. Board weight from the Quebec second here, and we got a curl sweep. Line looks nice.
Nice shot. Nice soft weight.
Beautiful touch.
The weight's kind of hack weight. Veronique Gingras is the Quebec second.
Emily Kelly here, looking to hit this rock out and roll behind the corner. Another curl call here. It's very gradual near the center line with curl. A nice shot from Emily.
Nose hit. Quebec skips calling for bumper weight for Gingras' second shot. Nice clean release. This one's got a little bit more weight.
It does. And a nice sweep there. It'll catch enough of the rock, but will roll out of the rings. So now Ontario has to decide if they want to continue to draw around the guard or just peel it. It looks like they're going to continue to draw around it.
Got an update on scores on Sheet C. The women's bronze medal game, Alberta's 1-0 over New Brunswick. The men's gold medal game, BC cracked a deuce in the first end, so BC 2, Newfoundland nothing. The men's bronze medal game, Prince Edward Island scored a deuce on the first end, so it's 2-0 over Ontario.
Team Ontario trying to draw around this guard. A little bit of an overcurl here, but the weight looks nice.
They're dragging it in. Good sweeping.
Yeah, a good shot. Comes out the other side, but nice weight. You see Quebec kind of try and chase this here and roll underneath the corner. Again, that corner is just so high with the amount of curl that pretty much anything around it could be chased out of the rings.
It is accessible with the out turn.
So with this Canadian Curling Club Championship, Jamie, there's special rules in place. It's a little bit different than an average event. In order to be eligible, each 4-person team must consist of a minimum of 3 players who during the past 3 seasons have not participated in a Curling Canada National Championship. So this is the best of club curlers from across the country, isn't that right?
Yeah, it is. Another interesting fact is that they're actually club curlers, so they have to be members of a league in their club to represent. They don't necessarily have to play on the same team, but they have to be members of the same curling club. So these are people that are playing in regular leagues, usually once a week, probably maybe twice a week, all winter long.
So we see a mistake from Quebec there. A bit of a narrow throw allows a similar situation as last end. Ontario can split the rings and try and sit 2.
It's a great opportunity for the players to hone in on their draw weights. This rock looks good also.
Need to be a little precise with this. If you put it on the tee line as being indicated, you're going to leave a double. Good sweep.
There might be a double available, but
there's definitely a thick half rock double available, but they're going to elect to play this one and roll over. It's a good call as well.
Choosing to hit the shot rock.
Third, Laurence Bergeron's last.
In-turn hit. Looks like about control weight.
They got to be careful here. A beautiful shot.
Nice shot to get it over to the other Ontario side of the rings. Trying to group them together.
So third, Melissa is trying to hit and roll to the other side of the rings here, keep that separation and keep the 2 in play. Bit of a new path here.
She's not taking much ice for this rock.
No.
For this stone. Takeout attempt. Oh, she's definitely not wide. And this rock is curling.
Yeah.
Oh, she's risking taking her own stone out.
Yeah. Looked like just a little bit of a soft release there, some movement early, and that stone curled right away.
Looks like Quebec is going to get out of the second end in a row. Ontario had chances in the first end, similar to this one, and Quebec is out. Are they throwing a guard here, Kyle?
Yeah, it looks like they're throwing a tight guard on this. Extremely difficult shot when the ice is curling 6.5 feet. It's hard to make these precise, so they want to make sure that it's nice and tight, or else Ontario will be able to chase that red rock.
Yeah, good point. That rock is definitely good enough to guard. It's full 4 foot.
Skips first in the second end.
They're not touching it. Starting to take a curl now.
Rock is definitely, looks about even with the red. Try and line them up here. Not really what they're looking for, but makes the double hard. Looks like Ontario's planning to just nose this. They also have a half rock double available to definitely get a blank.
Probably need quite a bit of weight to get them both out, wouldn't they, Kyle?
Yeah, that would be 8.5 second peel for these two teams here would definitely get rid of both of them. But they're electing to nose and try and have a chance on their last to keep a 2 in play, I suppose.
Yeah, that's a good call too.
Skip Lindsay Thorne of the Rideau Curling Club in Ottawa, Ontario.
Out turn hit. This out turn's tracking a little bit straight.
Mm-hmm. She hit it in a great spot, just needed peel, and that would have been a double. But just got caught on the under curl there. Now a chance for Quebec to force Ontario to a single in the second end. Looks like the Quebec skip is trying to put this just biting half in the 8 foot. Should make a single hard for Ontario.
I think the goal is just throw it to half in the 8 foot right on the center line. You'll notice she's taking ice outside the rings.
Sweepers are on this early. The weight looks really close. And mission accomplished, really, from the Team Quebec. They've slid a little deeper than they wanted, but forcing Ontario to hit and stick for a single point.
Ideally, that rock for Quebec would have stopped on the top of the 8 foot, forcing Ontario to hit the one on the side and also get a roll. But now she has an open out turn hit to take her single. She just threw a takeout attempt in about the same path.
Should have a good idea on what this is going to do. Skip Lindsay Thorne out of the Rideau Curling Club in the women's gold medal game.
Front end's indicating she's throwing lots of weight. Trying to carve it over.
And a nice shot.
Great shot.
1-0 Ontario leads Quebec after 2 ends of play in the 2025 Curling Club Championships. We'll be right back. Shout out to some of our local sponsors, MLT Aikens, Western Canada's law firm, the Johnston Group, Onside Restoration, GFL Green for Life Environmental, Turnbull Whitaker Insurance Brokers, and Maxillo Winnipeg. Thank you very much for your support of this championship in the Granite Curling Club. So as the third end gets underway here, Jamie, I got a question for you. What Resby Coots was on the mic yesterday, and he was asking me a few things. So here's a curling trivia question for you. What was the first year curling was in the Olympics? What was the year curling made its debut in the Olympic Games?
Okay, memory banks. The first year, I remember it had a few exhibition years, but the first, wasn't it in Japan?
Yeah, there was a demonstration event in 1998 in Nagano.
That was a demonstration event? Okay. Yeah. Sandra Schmerler, did she not win the first one? Was that 2002?
She did, yeah.
2002. I thought that was in Japan. I'm wrong then. So 2002 was the first official year?
The first year was 1924.
Oh my gosh.
So, most people don't know curling was in the Olympic Games 1924 in Chamonix, France. And
Chamonix.
Sorry, whatever you pronounce it. I'm not French, definitely. Chamonix. All games were 18 ends, which is an interesting fact. And the final, Great Britain won the first gold medal in curling in 1924. They beat France 46-4.
Oh, wow.
In the final, in 18 ends.
46-4?
Yes.
So they pounded them.
William Jackson was the skip of Great Britain, and it was an outdoor event. And they won the first gold medal in curling.
That's hilarious. That's even before the first Brier.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it was played outdoors. There was only 4 teams in the event.
Wow. Wow, I wonder what they had for brooms.
Yeah, I was looking at photos. They had the old straw brooms and...
Probably the ones that were like the kitchen brooms are the ones you use to sweep out your garage.
I think so. Certainly a different time, but 46-4.
Okay, second end's underway. They're slipping into the house with their guard attempts. It's been a very clean game so far. Wide open.
Yeah, again, both teams not wanting to mix it up at all here. Another open end. Both just content. We got a really close game here. Content on learning the ice a little bit more and keeping it close and maybe striking in the second half of the game. If you're Quebec here, you're really delighted on blanking this end and trying to get a multiple in the fourth.
Yeah, it's always best to maintain the hammer in the even ends. Then allows you to have the last rock in the last end of the game, of course, being the eighth. That's a pretty common strategy, isn't it, Kyle?
Yeah, you want. I mean, it's a little early for the scoreboard management, but definitely as you get into the second half of the game, you really want the hammer in the sixth and then obviously in the eighth end. So it's both teams are definitely going to be watching that. So we see another nice takeout here. So I guess 1924, this building was already built, and they would have been curling inside here, right, Jamie?
Yeah, that's true. This building was built in 1912. Back when people used to bring their own rocks up by horseback.
That's right, yeah. Times have changed now. Thankfully, curlers don't have to bring their own rocks.
And we can drive.
Yeah. Second, Emily Kelly.
Out-turn hit. Gonna get a piece, but she's not gonna stick around.
I don't know, good shot there. As long as contact's being made, I think they're happy with it. Quebec is trying to mix it up now with the corner guard call. You'll see Ontario peel it.
No rocks in play currently.
What a great time for Canadian curling with this event going on, with the Canadian Montana's curling trials going on. We're going to have our Olympic reps in 4-person curling being selected by the end of the week. Super exciting time. Some scoring updates from that event in men's play. It just got off the ice. Brad Jacobs defeated Rylan Kleider in an extra end. So a little bit of some tight matchups. Jacobs losing their first game to Kevin Cooey yesterday. An extra end against Clyder. They're trying to find their stride. Brad Gushu defeats Kevin Cooey, and that's a name that you got to look out for. Brad Gushu is 2-0, and unfamiliar territory, being an underdog. You don't really see that too often from Brad Gushu, but don't count him out. John Epping defeats Mike McEwen, 9-5. And Matt Dunstone, who is based out of the Granite Curling Club, defeats Jordan McDonald 8-4.
I see Brad Gushu is wearing orange again at the trials.
Yeah, that's a good omen for him.
He wore orange last time he actually played in that. Well, the time he won the event, and then went on to, of course, win the gold medal at the Olympics.
Yeah, good omen for him, and quite a few Manitoban rinks are at that Canadian trials. Jordan McDonald, Matt Dunstone, Mike McEwen, although representing Saskatchewan from Winnipeg. And on the women's, we got Caitlin Laws, great team. Carrie Anderson, so many good teams.
And of course, Kate Cameron.
And Kate Cameron as well, you betcha. All trying to knock off Rachel Homan in women's play.
That's such a hard team. They're so good. Rachel Homan. And then we have Ian McMillan playing with...
Yes, with John Epping.
John Epping. Yeah, he's a Manitoban.
Tons of Manitoban representation at the highest level of Canadian curling is no surprise and great to see.
Back to the game, our featured game. Quebec's got a stone in the back of the 12-foot. Ontario is throwing this rather straight out-turn hit at it. Nice weight. Got a little bit of curling to do. Yeah, the out-turn down that path is straight.
Very much so.
I've noticed too, any kind of weight you throw on this ice, the rock will tend to track straight.
Yep, it's very, very weight sensitive. So if you overthrow it, it's going to run straighter on you. So you really got to make sure that you're throwing the right weight that the skip's calling, Jamie.
Yeah, Kyle, you've played in the Brier, several Briers, lots of arena ice. How would you compare this ice here at the Granite to what you would play on in an arena?
So you're going to see almost more curl, believe it or not, here. A similar amount of curl to arena setting. What you will see here, though, is less frost than in an arena setting. In an arena setting, like at the trials, there's so many people in the building that the paths become super. You really got to pay attention to what path you're throwing on. Where here, there's less frost and the speed is consistent wherever you're throwing on the sheet. So we're really lucky to have such good ice conditions here.
Yeah, the ice conditions here are great. They've been great all year in league play for sure. Ice maker here is Garth Reimer, an ice ombre. He's done a fantastic job. He's one of the best ice makers in the province for curling club ice. So when you get on an arena ice, when you throw, I notice they take a lot of times put the broom right in the center of the rock when they're trying to run back or something. So that to me tells me that the ice is running very straight with hits.
Yeah, absolutely. The arena ice, when you throw the upweight takeouts, should run right where you throw it. So it just allows you to be so accurate.
And man, those guys are accurate.
They don't miss much, that's for sure. Especially when they're playing on the same ice for a week straight. By the end of the week, you're going to see some amazing curling.
This out-turn hit looks good. Nice roll.
And a good shot by the Ontario skip. Hits and sticks. And you'll see Quebec try and do the same thing. This Canadian Club Curling Championship, first year started was 2009 and has been going strong ever since. Such a great event for the grassroots of our sport, isn't it, Jamie?
That's for sure. Yeah, these people are the backbone of all the curling clubs across the country. They're the ones that come and play week in, week out, see their friends once a week. And as you can see, they're quite accomplished at the game. They're very good. In-turn hit. Lots of weight on this one. Maybe a little bit more weight than she wanted to throw. It rolled out.
Free draw for the Ontario skip here. Can kind of decide where they want to put it to maybe get a nose hit from Quebec and force them. You never know on those blanks, so it's a free shot, but want to be precise and methodical on where they're going to put this in the rings. Looks like they're going right to the button.
Yeah, I think that's a call. Trying to get Quebec to stick around and get the hammer back. Oh, they're sweeping this one hard. Oh, it looks good, though.
Nice weight from Lindsay Thorne and a great shot. So now the Quebec skip will try and peel it out and retain the hammer in the fourth end. This women's championship game here at the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg.
Nice placement for that rock, putting it right in the middle of the rings, forcing Quebec to roll a maximum distance to blank the end.
Miriam Prawn, last rock, third end. Sweepers on it all the way.
She's got big weight.
And a bit of a mistake from Team Quebec, and they take a single.
Tying up the score after 2. Oh, no, pardon me, it's after 3 ends. 1-1. Remains to be a wide open game. We'll see if they get some guards up front in end number 4.
So a big mistake there from Quebec. Went from having the hammer in the fourth here to taking a single, and now they're tied up playing 4. Certainly they need to get some rocks in play here. Almost the halfway point with nothing in play through 3 ends. I would think would try and mix it up here now, throwing some center guards and bringing that play to the center.
I think we're going to see that too. Can't wait too long in these 8-end games. They go by quickly.
Lead Marie-Pierre Ayo trying to put a center guard up. Sweepers are on this all the way.
Oh, the skip's going up to help. Got 3 sweepers on this to get it over the hog line.
And a great sweep. The rock will over curl the center line, basically in the exact same position as 2 ends ago. And a little bit of deja vu here, Jamie, as Ontario's just deciding to go around it. And the same start to the second end as the fourth end here, so.
Same start, in turn draw. Trying to draw around the long guard.
I think if you're Quebec, you need to consider throwing a second center guard here. This rock from Ontario is really breaking. It should be totally open on the other side by the time it sits.
Yeah, it took a big turn right at the hog line, and it's wide open.
So
right past the guard. Okay, here we go, Kyle. A draw attempt. Quebec. Are they throwing another center guard, or they're going?
The call was top 8 here. I would think they could throw another center guard because there's so much swing, and unless this is perfect, it'll be accessible. But the call is full 8 around the guard.
Oh, this one's slowing down. They might get a guard out of it.
And a freeze, Jamie. Almost a freeze. A lot of curl again.
All right, 2 rocks in the house. I think we're on the gonna have an interesting end here.
Emily Kelly being asked to split the rings. Sorry, that's the lead. Being asked to split the rings here, sit 2. Sweepers are off it, and it'll settle in the back of the 8-foot. Appears to be close for second shot. I think red might be second shot.
I think so too. That rock slid a little bit too far. Quebec's trying the out-turn tap. This out-turn we found has gone a little bit straighter than the in-turn. Oh, here it goes. Now it's curling.
Just get by the guard, but is not going to have enough weight to kill any of the rocks. Not ideal at all, Jamie. Just kind of got caught there thinking that it was wide, and as soon as they went to sweep for the curl, it busted, and then they lost it.
They lost it. Ontario's got a chance to lie 3.
The unfortunate thing for Quebec here as well is they have a guard that is basically unusable. So there's not really an out. They have to hit their way out of this. They can't. It's hard to draw out of it now with no double center.
This out-turn hits curling also.
Okay, and an over curl there. Didn't kill the rock they were trying to, but kind of got away with it.
Knocked one of their own stones out.
Yeah.
This gives Quebec, Quebec's got a stone on the side of the rings. They're going to try to make it count by taking the shot rock out, rolling behind that long center guard. This one looked like she threw it a little bit inside out. Lots of rotation.
Looked like a positive throw here. Weight is really nice. And a good roll by Quebec to try and at least it makes Ontario play another turn here and brings the rock a little closer to maybe have a double on the next shot. Ontario looking to roll back to the other side of the house.
In-turn hit, this rock is pretty much wide open. Got nice line.
And a nice shot from the Ontario second there.
Little roll behind the long center guard. I'm directly behind the sheet. I think that stone is probably just over half open. With a long guard, it's easily accessible.
Lawrence Bergeron trying to hit this yellow out and roll.
Oh, they're on it right away.
Right out of the hand.
He's holding it, though.
A great sweep to hold that rock.
Yeah, very well swept. Held the line.
Team Ontario looking to hit back and continue to sit 2 to set up a multiple score chance here. roll underneath the guard would be pretty ideal, right, Jamie?
Yes, it would. Quebec would then have to make a choice. This one's curling, though. Are they going to get it by? Whoa.
Wow.
They did get it by, but they ended up jamming.
And it
And I
looks
think
to me Quebec is sitting 2.
Quebec's sitting 2 now. What a change of events.
Wow. And an opportunity to sit 3. Put the pressure on Team Ontario here.
Why, one shot changed the entire end.
Absolutely. Good news for Team Ontario is the guard is so high that they'll be able to get anything out of the rings here. So not really too much danger of a steal.
This intern draw looks pretty good. The weight's close. Some of these draws have been coming out the other side.
It's a great shot from Team Quebec with great weight control.
Top
Mary
8 foot.
Lawrence Bergeron.
Good shot. Quebec line 3.
And now decision time for Team Ontario. Is it time to switch gears here? And it looks like it is. So they're going to try and draw around everything here. This will be the first draw that they've played in a little while.
Got to go on this one. Oh, just back rubs that rock. Might have been too heavy if it didn't touch it.
Sorry, and we're back.
We thought we had some technical difficulties there. But
Shout out
turns
to our
we don't.
tech support, Sean Reed, who's been doing a great job all tournament. He's a technical genius and a member of the Granite. And a nice skip from, nice shot from Ontario there to draw around everything, but leaves a little bit exposed for the Quebec skip to chase it out here. Big shot and a big moment in the game.
Stone's got some purling to do. They're trying to carve it over.
There it goes. Just enough.
Just enough. Good shot.
Great shot
Quebec
from
line
Miriam
3.
Perron. So now Lindsay Thorne has the same shot here. They just wanted a little higher and a little more curl. If she puts it on the tee line, there's definitely enough swoop to get it dead buried around everything here. It's amazing, but that rock top 8 foot, you could bury around that and put it on the tee line easily.
Yeah, it's incredible. And then that long guard helps too.
Absolutely.
So a good thing for Ontario is they've got the hammer, even though Quebec's line 3. In-turn draw on its way. They're sweeping this one hard, folks.
Line is excellent. I think they might have thought it was light. It certainly isn't. And under curl. So
Under
the
curl.
sweepers kind of overswept that and affected the line. So that'll leave the same shot for Miriam Perron here out of Quebec to force them. Last rock. Team Quebec, more weight on this one. And a great sweep. And just enough again, make the double, and they sit 3. Great shot. Miriam Perron out of the Three Rivers Curling Club in Quebec. And the same shot now for Team Ontario. Needs full 8-foot. They just played it for the single. Take a 2-1 lead at the break. Pivotal moment in this game. Last rock, 4th end.
It's definitely working. It is?
Sweepers are cleaning this. Line is perfect.
These rocks go and go and go. This looks good, though.
This is a wonderful shot.
Big turn at the end.
Wow. And a great shot from
Great
Team
shot.
Ontario to take a 2-1 lead at the break.
That rock looked as if it picked at the top of the 8-foot.
It did. Fourth end break, and we will be right back, folks. It's been a great game so far, a lot of good shots. As our ice crew will prep the sheet for the second half. Shout out to our sponsors, Curl Manitoba, Counselor Sherry Rollins, Tourism Manitoba, Manitoba Turkey Producers, Cambrian Credit Union, Boston Pizza, Torque Brewing. Thank you very much for your support of the Granite Curling Club in this championship. Some scoring updates on the other sheets as well. Alberta is leading 3-1 over New Brunswick in the bronze medal game of the women's championship in the men's. Newfoundland and Labrador has a 4-2 lead over BC in the gold medal game. Prince Edward Island is leading Ontario 3-2 in the men's bronze. All playing the fourth end. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
We have a good crowd here this afternoon at the Granite watching these finals of the Canadian Club Curling Championships. 2 gold medal games and 2 bronze medal games happening in this 9-sheet curling ice, although they only use 6 sheets for the entire bonspiel. Out on sheets 1 and 2, bleachers are set up. There's a bar set up. And right now, those bleachers are pretty full watching this action in the clubhouse. The club has got a good number of people watching these games. It's a great atmosphere. Players are getting back in place to resume the game and start the fifth end. They mop the surface after 4, and what we've seen this week is the ice gets super fast right off the bat. We'll see how whether it's going to happen again. Ontario with a 1-point lead is called the first rock of the fifth end into the top 4. About 15 seconds hog to hog. And this rock is going and going and going.
I don't even think it's locked.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, I got 28 seconds. That rock stopped at the back 8 foot.
You don't think it's on?
It's on.
Yeah.
Quebec calling for a corner guard.
Oh, they're right there. Yeah, it's this big one. If you could walk it. Your splitters in there. Welcome back, everybody, for the second half of this, what's sure to be exciting gold medal game between Ontario and Quebec.
That corner guard timed at 25.75.
Lightning speed, as we've seen all year here.
Looks like they're going to mix it up. We got 2 rocks thrown, 2 rocks in play. Ontario's calling a center guard.
And we got action, everyone. We got a center guard call here.
Woohoo!
Fortunately, it looks a little heavy and it's going to slide into the rings.
Stops top 4, gives Quebec a chance to hit and roll behind their corner guard. Their corner guard's still in the free guard zone. We're playing a 5-rock free guard zone here with a no-tick rule.
Explain to us the no-tick rule, Jamie. How does the no-tick rule work for people that don't know?
Well, with one of the first 5 rocks stops on the center line in front of the house, the opposing team cannot knock it off that center line. Well, if they do, they can leave the rocks in play as they sit, or the non-offending team has an opportunity to replace their guard on the center line, and then the shooter has to be taken off.
Absolutely. Thanks for that. Allows for more rocks in play and more exciting finishes down the stretch as we see a fantastic double from Team Quebec lead. Now Emily Kelly being asked to take this rock out. Both teams certainly favoring the takeout game.
This rock's got quite a bit of weight. It's staying out. Looks like she's going to hit half a rock.
And a rollout will allow Team Quebec to go around their corner guard and try and generate a couple points here. We have a packed house here at the Granite Curling Club. Upstairs is totally full. Fans on the ice, on ice bleachers, making it a great atmosphere.
It is a great atmosphere. It's been a great atmosphere all week, culminating in these final games. Gold medal, bronze medal. I can give an update on the other games. The other gold medal game after 4 ends, Newfoundland is up 4-2. Bronze medal games, the ladies' games. Ladies' bronze medal game, we have Alberta up 3-2 over New Brunswick. And the men's bronze medal game, the final stone of the 4th end is just coming to rest where we see Ontario taking a single to tie the score at 3s. That's Ontario 3, Prince Edward Island 3 after 4 ends.
Second, Emily Kelly trying to hit this red out of the rings. Roll to the center. It's a big sweep curl there and does not get rid of it.
Whoa, just pushes the rock over. Now Quebec's got some advantage. They've got the hammer, they've got one in play and a corner guard. Kyle?
This could be a good chance at a 3, Jamie. This draw is positioned well in the rings. It's going to be big trouble for Ontario.
Second, Veronica Gingras. Her second stone, in turn draw. Lots of rotation.
Weight looks good. She's got a lot of room past that guard, and it should finish pretty nice hog line in. Sweepers have left it now as it settles in the back of the 8-foot.
Settles in the back, 8-foot.
It looks like she's left a half rock double.
Half rock double. I'm off the rock on the side of the 12-foot. Ontario trying to get out of this mess.
Gonna need to throw this with some weight for sure to make the double. Good news for Quebec is if the double's made, there's a corner guard to come around again.
And possibly with backing. Both rocks in the house are behind the tee line. Rock's on his way. He's got a lot of weight.
This needs to curl a lot, Jamie.
That's a tendency for a lot of players when they have a double, they're facing a double, they often tend to overthrow the stone.
Yep. Now, third, Laurence Bergeron is being asked to put this, bite the 8-foot, dead buried is really good.
There may be an opportunity to Christmas tree these stones. What would that mean, Kyle? Christmas, when they termed Christmas tree in curling.
Great question. So yeah, a Christmas tree is when you bury part of the rock, but not all of it, so that it kind of buries the rock behind as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Big sweep here from the Quebec front end. Want to get this into the house.
All 3 players are sweeping it.
And a great sweep, but under curled a full stone. Line has been a bit of an issue here in this spot.
Yeah, this allows Ontario to throw an in-turn nose hit to make the double. Well, there is some separation between the stones and the house. It's not an easy double.
Curling all the way down the sheet. In that spot there, we're just not seeing a lot of curl.
So Quebec
Allows
opportunity number 2 to get in behind that guard.
I think this is the 4th draw around in a row for Quebec, so they should know the line in this spot now and the speed. If you put this full 8 behind the guard, it really puts the pressure on the Ontario skip.
Third, Bergeron's second attempt, same shot. Front end indicating the stone's got lots of weight.
Sweepers have not touched it again.
They might want to try to finish this a little.
Yeah, you want to tuck a piece so there's no double. Makes the double very hard, I think, Jamie, but
The rock is a little bit behind the guard. I'm not sure why they weren't sweeping that. Maybe they're because it was destined to be behind the tee line. Although Ontario with a 1-point lead, they're in defense mode. I don't think they would try to freeze at this point. Do you, Kyle?
yeah, I think if it was dead buried, I think they probably would have had no choice but to freeze or maybe play a chase. Now it looks like there's a double and roll to the center line here for Ontario.
Right, this is a big shot in this game.
Lindsay Thorne out of the Rideau Curling Club, first shot in the 5th end, looking for a double and roll to the center line. This gold medal game.
Stone's on its way. They're on it right away. 2 sweepers pounding it. Oh.
And a fantastic shot, but it does not kill the red. The red stays in the rings.
Just gets by the guard.
What a
great
sweep,
shot.
though.
Oh, fantastic sweeping. Good team effort.
And as great as that shot was, Jamie, it allows Quebec to hit and stick here and a really good chance to score, too.
Yeah, I thought you had the double, but that one hung on at the outside of the 12-foot. It curled too much. That double take out of 10 curled too much?
It curled too much. It over-curled. Just with that kind of weight,
Yeah.
had to hit it in the perfect spot, and it just over-curled. Miriam Perron now needs a hit and stick.
It's got good line.
And an absolutely perfect shot. Could not have rolled to a better spot. Team Quebec. Ontario was forced to concede 2 here.
Open hit takeout attempt. In turn. Need to stick around.
Yeah, I don't want to give Quebec a free draw. I want to at least make them make something a little more challenging.
Oh, if Ontario happened to roll out, do you think that corner guard's splittable?
You know, I think it's a little too high. I don't think they'd take that on. If it was closer to the center line, perhaps, but it'd be a tough shot. If you had to make it, probably, but very tough.
Maybe a 8th end desperation attempt.
Yeah.
Ontario front end sweeping this one hard, and they are going to make good contact.
And a nose hit here for Quebec to take a 3-2 lead. It may seem like an easy shot, folks, but this is one where you really have to focus. These extra points are critical in a championship final, Jamie.
You're right, they're absolutely critical. And it's a gold medal game, Canadian championship.
Miriam Perron, last shot at the 5th end, looking for a hit and stick to take a 1-point lead.
Stone's on its way. Well, they're sweeping to keep it straight, folks. It doesn't need to be kept straight. There we go.
No
Came
mistake. And a great pair of stones from the Quebec skip to take a 1-point lead.
Outstanding takeout. First deuce of the game.
3-2 Quebec after 5. Thank you to Quintex for your support of the Granite Curling Club. David Quinton, outstanding philanthropist in Manitoba. Turnbull Whitaker Insurance, Christian and Reg. And I want to say a huge thank you to the committee, the volunteer committee that made this event possible. Event chair, Warren Reimer. He's done a fantastic job. Jim Glenn, who's done an amazing job coordinating as well. we have so many people to thank. Gary Banner, Ingrid Reed and Sean Reed, Jamie Hay, of course, here, doing a great job on the mic and transportation. All volunteers. Luke Doriak, head of the volunteers, has done such an amazing job as well. There's so many people that have made this event possible, and they've been meeting at least twice, 3 times a month for the past year to plan and organize this. So on behalf of the Granite Curling Club, thank you to everybody for their support and their help. Our 80-plus team of volunteers as well that has been helping.
Oh, we also have to mention General Manager Kyle During and his staff here at the Granite, keeping everybody fed and beverages and running the place, and it's been smooth sailing all week long.
Oh, thank you very much, Jamie. And Kerry Fraser, head of transportation, he's been logistics guru coordinating all these rides. Makes my head spin with how he's coordinating this. He's done a great job.
A lot of these volunteers have spent many hours here getting this thing together.
Yeah.
We had 28 teams visited the Granite from right across the country.
From coast to coast to coast.
Interesting, we see the final of the men's gold medal final. We see a team from Newfoundland and Labrador playing a team from right across the country in BC. Well represented.
Absolutely. The team from Inuvik, Northwest Territories, which is basically on the Arctic Sea up north. I was chatting with them yesterday.
Yeah, great bunch of guys.
And Jamie, we've seen that center guard in the exact same spot every time coming home here. This is the third time in a row. Every 2 ends, we got that off center guard.
Off center high guard.
Yeah. So the same setup again in the 6th end. And I believe the call is a freeze here.
I think so.
I would think Ontario would consider throwing a corner guard at some point. It's getting late in the game. 6th end, you really want to do everything you can if you're Ontario to score 2. A very defensive call to wrap that guard.
Oh, they might have got lucky here. Quebec looks to be a little bit heavy.
Unforced error there. And that slides right out of the rings.
I think it's still in play. It's one of those ones that could provide backing later in the end. Yeah, that stone is still touching the baseline. Still in play.
So
Outturn.
now, as a couple ends ago, Ontario splitting the rings and has to try and maintain this too for another 6 rocks. Is a long time to try and maintain this.
It's a little bit too early to split the rings. I'd throw a corner guard. What about you, Kyle?
Yeah, I think instead of wrapping that off center, I would have thrown a corner on the lead's first rock to try and generate some scoring, because that red stone again is so high. They've inadvertently thrown a corner here now, sort of a tight corner, so not a bad shot. But we have rocks in play. If you're Quebec, you're a little concerned now. You have nothing blocking the center, and got to really be careful. So second, Veronique Ingres being asked to make a freeze.
This was where the rock really starts to curl right after the hog line, and this one's doing the same.
Weight looks perfect. Beautiful shot.
Nice freeze. Certainly shrinks the rings.
So an interesting setup here with a well-executed freeze. Really, it makes Ontario think now. This would be my least favorite call, is peeling this.
What would be your favorite call, Kyle?
I like wrapping that corner, that tight corner they just threw. Just wrap it dead buried is pretty good.
And then I think they'll have, if they did that, they would have to still contend with that red one.
They would.
The red one on the top 8 foot.
I also like freeze tapping
Freeze
the
tapping.
middle as well.
which
Is a great call.
I think they'd have to do that eventually.
Yeah.
Now everything's different. Without that long center guard, changes a lot.
Yeah. A blank is not a good outcome for Ontario here, which now it looks like they're high chance of a blank.
Quebec will try to hit the red one onto the yellow, get the yellow out of the rings, and they could possibly roll over behind that corner, at least choke it off.
Will that back one come into play here, Jamie? And
Yes.
it does.
Yes, good call.
So they hit that on the wrong side as it dragged down, dead jamming.
Yeah, that's right, Kyle. When rocks are close together like that, if you hit them on one side, the second rock can tend to drag in an unnatural direction, seemingly unnatural direction.
Yeah, that's correct, Jamie.
But as
Really?
veteran curlers, they know that.
Yeah. So this is a very difficult shot here, trying to hit this red out, way out in the weeds.
Is there space to get around that corner guard?
There definitely is. This is going to curl off a cliff out here, so no shortage of curl out here.
We haven't seen anything out this far of any consequential weight, only draws.
And there it goes. Phenomenal shot.
Wow.
Absolutely fantastic shot
Just squeaks the guard.
by second Emily Kelly.
Oh, my goodness.
And now, wow, this is a roller coaster, Jamie. As momentum is changing.
Oh, yeah.
I think Quebec can look to play a run back there. Make the run back and roll right over to the left side of the sheet would be my first choice. It's what they're playing.
Ontario with the hammer, well set up.
And that rock that slid through the rings but not out of play is really making an impact.
That sure is. Came into play.
Might have a run back, a slash here. Really close to a slash. Oh, and it stays in play. Wow.
A lot of action at the back.
That is a huge rock to jam there.
Ontario's got a chance to lie three with the hammer. It's getting late in the end, too.
Every shot becoming more and more important as we ease into the last few ends here.
Ontario thirds first shot. Melissa Gannon. Oh, they're going hard on
They're
this
going
one.
hard on this, Jamie.
Trying to drag it into the top of the rings.
17-1 hog to hog. And they get it there too. Wow, what a sweep.
Fabulous sweeping.
17-1. Ice has
Fast
not
ice.
lost a beat, yeah.
Sixth end is holding up nicely. Quebec's going to try a probably straight back double. Try to eliminate one, hopefully two of those Ontario stones. Oh, this one's curling.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Oh my.
Oh. That didn't make any noise.
That one really went. I don't know if that caught something or if they just...
It took a quick turn.
Yeah.
Now Ontario's massive advantage. Could lie four. With the hammer.
Yeah. Important to put this in a good spot. You do not want to throw a guard and allow Quebec to make a freeze here. Melissa Gannon, final stone. Definitely not light. Sweepers are backed right away. Want this anywhere in the rings would do. As it settles in the back of the 12-foot. That's not a bad shot.
There's no real easy double. Although that one, if they hit it just off center, it might stick around.
Yeah, this one, nose hit, make the double. You're still looking at giving up 3. Another shot they could consider, Jamie, is freezing that one that was just thrown by Ontario. If they freeze to the nose of that, they're shot stone and would negate a lot of rocks. They haven't discussed that. Make the double here and try and make a double on your next to give up 2.
Does a nose hit get them a double here?
It does, certainly. Nose hit, hair high. First stone, Miriam Perron out of the Three Rivers Curling Club. Really needs to sweep this to hit it.
It's curling. Rolls out of the rings, giving Ontario another chance to draw on lie 4.
And this is big, big trouble for Quebec. Lindsay Thorne is trying to split the rings to sit 4 with 1 Quebec stone left. And it might be time for Quebec to switch gears here and look to draw somewhere.
Look to draw somewhere, yes. Could freeze, could throw an in-turn draw around that stone in the top 12-foot. Risky. They're both risky shots. And it's only a 1-point game at this point. A big end is going to blow it wide open. Rock's on its way. Front end is sweeping it hard. It's definitely not heavy.
Big sweep here. And a good sweep from Ontario, sitting 4. And now the question is, do you hit or do you draw around to the back of the 8-foot if you're Team Quebec? They have not looked at any sort of draw. There is no easy double. There's a ton of separation.
However, if they make the perfect shot here, they could make a double and possibly roll behind the other yellow that's on the top 12-foot.
Absolutely.
And be shot rock. I think that's what they're going to go for. Big shot here, folks.
This is a big shot. I thought they would have at least, a little surprised they didn't discuss drawing around this back 8 and burying. Another shot that could have been is drawing around the other yellow, the one on the left side of the sheet, back 8 as well. Both sides, there's potential jam possibilities, but electing to play a double and roll. Final stone.
Oh, they're on it right away.
Miriam Perron. Right away.
Oh, my.
And a rollout, another mistake, and this is a free draw for 4 to blow the game right open. So an innocent end with no rocks in play, no guards thrown from Ontario, and a free draw for 4.
Lindsay Thorne's last rock at the end. She's chosen to change turns from her previous draw, which was an out turn to the side, and now she's going to throw an in turn right to end up on the center. That's a good call.
Yep.
More rings to use.
From the
Front end around this one
Curling
early
Club.
also. They're going to have to drag this stone, Kyle.
This is going to be a good sweep. Speed looks good. It is very fast. That should end up on the tee line. And count them up. Count them up, Jamie.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ontario scores 4, taking a 6-3 lead after 6 ends.
That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Thank you to Maxilla Winnipeg, Boston Pizza, again, Asham Curling Supplies, Arnold Asham, Curl Manitoba, Craig Baker and Elaine Owen, phenomenal. City of Winnipeg, Mayor Scott Gillingham made an appearance. Travel Manitoba and Tourism Winnipeg. Thank you very much for your support of this championship.
Seventh end underway. Quebec find themselves 3 down. They're going to have to try to manufacture some points.
Yeah, I think, Jamie, you know, you got to shake off that end. There's some misses, but if you can get a 2 here and make Ontario throw against 2 in the game, try and make them draw against 2, you never know if you're Quebec, right? So
Yeah,
you're down,
exactly.
but you're not out.
Yeah, it's only a 3-point difference. 3 ends to go. Pardon me, 2 ends to go.
Lead Marie-Pierre Ayotte trying to throw a corner guard. I think you're going to see 2 corner guards thrown from Quebec. Really need to put try and apply some pressure here. There has not been many rocks in play this game.
Quebec came back in a game earlier in the round robin. They were playing standby.
As we said, both teams coming through the B side of this playoff championship, all winning, both winning 3 sudden death games. On their 11th game of the tournament, certainly fatigue is definitely setting in as well. I mean, I don't know how it wouldn't.
I have it now, Kyle. Quebec was playing Northern Ontario on Friday in a round robin game. After 6 ends, they were losing 6-2. Quite similar. They popped a 3-ender in 7 to make it 6-5. Then they stole 2 in the last end to win the game 7-6. So Quebec has a record of coming back from behind.
Absolutely, Jamie. You never know. I think second corner guard might be the play here as opposed to throwing a draw.
I agree with you 100%. Utilize a free guard zone.
Exactly. This has to be so precise or else Ontario's just going to hit it out of the rings.
Yeah. Second guard would have been probably the best call.
This needs to be dead buried. Settles in the rings, his 3rd shot.
Just hangs on at the back of the rings.
I'm a little surprised Ontario, Jamie, isn't playing a hack weight on that back red with the out turn or in turn. Lots of room to remove it from play, electing to throw something in the middle. If you're Quebec, I think you're quite happy about this.
Every additional rock and play is an advantage for Quebec. Early stages of the end, there's going to be a lot more action.
Second, Emily Kelly trying to throw a draw to the 8-foot to the center.
Oh, this rock's way out. Here it goes. Make contact with the
Big
corner
hog
guard.
line in finish. The old split roll for a center. Wow. It wasn't a call, but
Smelling like a rose.
fantastic shot. Yeah, wow. I'm not sure the call here. They're hitting the center guard. I don't know how you generate multiple points doing this, but we're hitting the center. And just, I don't think that was the best call, Jamie, to peel a guard when you're losing by 3.
Yeah, they're 3 down with only 2 ends to go. They need rocks in play. That guard could have been an advantage for them.
Absolutely. I thought they'd play a freeze.
Or something else in the house. Anything, anywhere.
I think anything else.
Now look, this red rock at the back of the 12-foot's wide open for Ontario. Their goal now is to eliminate the red rocks for 2 ends.
Second, Emily Kelly just trying to make contact here, remove this red. Literally anything else, Jamie, I think would have been. Yeah.
Good, solid contact.
And no mistake there. No point to keep the shooter. Rolls out of play. And a very nice result. So an interesting setup here. They do have a corner guard up and a chance to still score 2. Need a well-executed draw here to keep it in play. Second, Veronique Gingras.
Rock's on its way, in turn draw.
This is curling really hard early. Looks a little light to me, Jamie.
It's definitely light. Well, it's going to act as another corner guard. That can't hurt, another rock and play. Be interesting to see what Ontario does now.
And a good call from Ontario to peel these reds. About a thick half would get a double peel here.
Yeah, this is the right call. Eliminate stones. 3-point lead, it's comfortable.
Play the scoreboard, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
This is a little narrow. Big sweep here. Don't want to promote this red into the rings.
Didn't change
And
much.
jams everything. Yeah, didn't change much. Double corner guard for Quebec. This is about as good as opportunity to score 2 as you're going to get.
And those corner guards moved a little bit closer to center. Just
They
a little
did.
bit.
So I think you want to put this just biting the 8-foot, Jamie, dead buried. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Or the alternative is move it, throw it a little bit back, and then allow for a second stone to come on top of it.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see Ontario try to peel those guards again.
Third, Marie-Laurence Bergeron. First stone in the 7th end here, this women's gold medal game.
This one's got better line. Oh, nice looking stone, if it's got the correct weights.
And a very nice shot from the Quebec third. Almost dead burying that stone.
That's a great shot. That's something they can build on. Ontario choosing to chase it. Oh, taking a little bit more ice.
Board weight is a call, I believe, here, Jamie, from Ontario. The miss here is to wreck on the guard and roll into the rings, exposing that red stone that Quebec just threw.
Yeah, exactly. Make the next shot a little bit easier. Stone's on its way.
And a wonderful shot.
Just gets by. Fabulous shot. Well swept.
Great shot, Melissa Gannon.
Oh, they're exchanging fives on their way back. High fives, that is. Low fives.
Same shot. This is the third or fourth time in a row now. Fourth time that they've played it. Need to bury this rock.
Bergeron's second attempt at the intern draw behind the corner guards. Let's see if she can do it again.
Line looks absolutely perfect. Now needing to carve this rock over. And a wonderful shot by the Quebec third.
She duplicates her first stone.
Sitting second shot, Quebec is. And now Ontario recognizing how late it is in the end. If they lock a good freeze on here, they're going to be sitting 1 and 2. Alternative is they just played the chase, but it looks very difficult now, Jamie. It's almost dead buried.
Yeah, skips rocks to come. Seventh end.
This is Kyle Deering, and manager of the Granite Curling Club, and Jamie Hay, manager of the past 10 years of the Granite Curling Club, on the call in this women's gold medal game of the 2025 Canadian Club Curling Championships right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Every stone is very important at this stage of the game. Seventh end, gold medal game.
Lindsay Thorne, first shot, 7th end.
Oh, they jump it right away.
Looking for the perfect freeze. Sweepers are on it. They like the weight.
Got very nice line. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh.
And they oversweep it.
Just a little bounce. Overswept.
However, it's still Ontario lies first and second, and still a pretty nice shot.
Opens the door a little bit for Quebec. If they get a nice chop and lie in front of their other red, they may have a chance to tie the game even.
Both teams with a timeout remaining. Now the decision is, does Quebec hit and roll off the top 8-foot one, or do they hit and roll behind the corner guards? A number of shot options here, Jamie.
There are.
As they ask the front end their thoughts. Everybody's looking at the time. Both teams are timed in this championship final.
They start with 30 minutes thinking time. And I see Quebec's down to 7 minutes. Ontario still has 11.
We cannot hear what they're discussing on the ice. We can only go off body language, but it looks like they're discussing a hit and roll off the rock side of the 8-foot and rolling right on top of that yellow back of the 4, which is a very good result.
That would be ideal. Difficult, but ideal.
The other shot, again, as we discussed, is you hit and roll off the yellow behind the double corner. So you set second and third, putting a lot of pressure on Ontario to make a freeze. That is also another possibility.
It's decision time.
Quebec down 3, certainly needs a deuce.
This is a pivotal point in the game.
Looks like they're electing to hit and roll off this rock in the side of the 8-foot. On top of this rock at the side of the 4. So even a nose hit here, Jamie, makes it very interesting.
Yeah, it sure does.
I think if you're Ontario, even if you give up a 2, you're still happy about the situation, up 1 with the hammer playing the last end. As Quebec skip Miriam Perron is chatting with her front end here about the possibilities.
Oh, Kyle, I think they've called a timeout.
Timeout.
Looks
Okay.
like the clock has stopped running.
Now they're signaling it for a timeout. So timeout, Quebec.
Good call. This is pivotal.
We'll see if alternate Manon Maureen comes out. The team wanted to say a special shout out to her for all their support. And it's decision time here in this championship final.
Yes, she's coming out.
And here comes the alternate out to discuss the situation.
What would you play here, Kyle?
I'd be discussing the hit and roll or that hit, or both hit and rolls. The best shot is the hit this one that they're talking about and roll dead frozen. That is the best shot. It's the hardest shot though.
Yes, I agree.
So
That's a very hard shot. But
even-
if it's made, it's fantastic.
correct. Even if they hit and roll to the center line, will a nose hit from Ontario still sit first and second? Probably yes. So that is not good. This is just kind of an all or nothing shot.
You play the game a little bit higher level than me. My choice would be to hit the one on the side of the 4-foot and flop over on top of the other red.
I would be awfully tempted to do that, Jamie, honestly.
And then Ontario's got to make a decision. Do they try to chase it?
Correct.
Do they try to freeze? Do they throw a guard on their shot rock?
Exactly. And the thing is, if you make that hit and roll good, depending on where Ontario freezes, you might have a half rock double for 3.
Right.
In my mind, anyway.
It's a very interesting scenario. Looking at the adjacent sheet, I see curling legend Connie Laliberty, who's the Bonspiel photographer. Has been here all week taking fantastic photos. Of course, she won the World Curling Championships. in
Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame inductee, Connie Laliberty.
Was it 1984 World Champion?
I believe so, yes. As a skip, I believe, right, Jamie?
Yeah. I remember that. She is a unbelievably good curler. Still involved with the game. I don't think she plays anymore, but she still is connected. Oh, here we go.
I've been doing photography for a number of years. So skip, Miriam Perron first in the 7th end, looking to hit and roll to the side of the 8-foot.
Rock's on its way. They want it to curl. There it goes. It's close.
Really needs to curl.
No.
And they are 2nd and 3rd, I believe. Looks like the red in the side of the 12 is out counting that back yellow. I can't tell from here, but it looks like they are indicating that it is out counting. Almost could have went straight on that and kind of tried to roll it in. Not a bad result from Quebec, forcing Ontario to hit this out and roll into the center. A good roll here would certainly force Quebec to single, but not a gimme.
The skinny double might even be there.
Absolutely, yeah. It's about a thin third of a rock double. Have to watch the jam on that back yellow. But a hit and roll over is still pretty good for Ontario. Anywhere low side here, Jamie, I think
Right.
is pretty darn good.
Right.
Can't go wrong if you're hitting this low.
No. Agree. They could lie too.
You want to get low on this, folks. You do not. You want to give this an honest go. You don't want to nose this and give Quebec a free crack at a deuce with a nose hit. So, last rock, Lindsay Thorne, 7th end, playing a hit and roll.
Out-turn hit. They're on
And
it.
this is moving.
Oh, it's moving.
This
big
is
time.
really moving. Wow. And goes right through.
Right through, giving Quebec an opportunity to tie the game.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Man, she had big weight, too.
And she had the weight as well. That is so surprising.
I wonder if she started it a little bit.
Yeah, I think the sweepers were on it right away, Jamie. I think might have just been a little bit of a soft throw.
What a change of events.
And what an opportunity here from Team Quebec. A nose hit would count 3, tying this championship final. The focus here, Miriam Perron, last rock of the 7th end. Nose hit would count 3 and tie this championship final.
It's got nice line. Want it to curl now. It's tracking
Did
a
they
little bit straight.
oversweep it? It looks pretty good, I think, Jamie.
Whoa.
Does it hang on? And it does. 3 for Quebec.
Count them up.
1, 2, and 3, and we are all tied in this women's gold medal game.
6-all coming home in the 8th. Ontario's got the hammer. It doesn't get more exciting than this, folks.
This is unbelievable action live at the Granite Curling Club.
We'll give you an update on some of the other scores. On sheet C, the ladies' bronze medal game tied at 4. New Brunswick and Alberta playing 8. Sheet D, the men's gold medal game. BC stole a point, and they're playing 7, tied 4-all. BC and Newfoundland tied 4-all. Just about finished the 7th end. On sheet E, Ontario and Prince Edward Island are still on 7. A lot of rocks in play. Ontario's appears to be lying a couple. I can't quite see the score. Somebody's standing right in front of the scoreboard. Okay, we're underway in the 8th end. Tied 6-all. Quebec in turn, undoubtedly throwing a center guard attempt. Looks like a nice stone. Okay, back to the men's bronze medal game. After 6 ends, Prince Edward Island is up 5-4. They're playing 7. Prince Edward Island over Ontario 5-4. All right. For every even end in this game, the first rock of the end has been a long guard just off the center. This one's no different. It's not on the center line, so Ontario can throw a tick shot here. They can move that rock over. They're free to move it over because the rock's not sitting on the center line. I think that's what they're playing here.
That is the same rock placement again, Jamie.
That's bizarre. Every second end, the same thing.
Has a lot of curling to do. And not quite.
Had nice weight for that shot.
Yeah, weight was perfect. As the tension builds here at the Granite Curling Club, Team Quebec with a great call here, throwing a second center guard. Tight to the rings. It's key that this is on the center line, so they
Yes.
can't move it.
Yes. Need another stone in the free guard zone. On the center line would be preferable.
Some updates in the women's bronze medal game. 4-4.
Yeah, we're at the Granite Curling Club, known as the Mother Club, oldest curling club in Western Canada, bringing you the Canadian Club Curling Championships, the finals.
This is over curling again, Jamie. They need to be careful with the placement. They don't want Ontario to hit this out of the rings. It looks to be dead buried, though.
Yeah, Ontario can't really hit it because the long guard's in front of it.
Yeah, if I'm Ontario, I'm worried about corner freezing here and leaving a staggered, basically acting as another guard in the center.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I don't think you want to corner freeze this.
Maybe the tick shot might have been preferable.
Yes. Fans are clapping on the ice. We got a lively atmosphere here. Wouldn't want to end the championship any other way. As this Ontario lead crashes on the top red. But honestly, a pretty good position. A lot better than the corner freeze that was called. That is a fine spot where that yellow ended up. And now Quebec, Skip, wants to have a chat with the full team here, Jamie, early in the end to decide where they want to put this third rock of the end. Where do you like this one, Jamie?
Sorry, I was just watching another game. Quebec, where are we at here? Tied up. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. What would you do?
I'm kind of thinking another center guard for sure, right where they tap. You don't want to leave a double peel opportunity.
Sorry, I was preoccupied in the other gold medal game, the men's gold medal game. BC has stolen a big 2 in N7 to take a 6-4 lead.
Tremendous action here on every sheet, Jamie. This is exciting.
Yeah, this is fun.
So Quebec electing to play a tight guard. Sweepers are off it right now.
Oh, there's your staggered situation.
Yeah, you know, that's not bad. The center is definitely junked up right now, which is very good for Quebec for a steal situation. There's so much curl both sides that they can get in there both ways.
They could get in there buried on the forefoot with either turn. Ontario's chosen to rip off the center guard. This is the 6th rock of the end, allowing Ontario to peel it out. I haven't seen too much of this game.
No, this is a really nice throw from Emily Kelly, second on Ontario, peeling that center guard off.
Opening up things a little bit for Ontario, who have the hammer in this last end. Gold medal game.
Quebec discussing how to get the darn guard on the center line, I think, Jamie. They're changing turns. They've had enough of that in turn, I think.
Yeah, they're going with a wide out turn.
Yeah.
Veronique Gingras. Out turn guard attempt. Veronique Gingras.
This one is curling a lot. Sweepers need to get this over the hog line, which they do.
But it crosses center, leaving the 2 red stones at the top of the 12th exposed. Ontario skip right on it, calling a hit.
Again, just over curling on the guard. And a big shot here from Emily Kelly. trying to make a double here, open the center up. As every game at the Granite coming down to the wire. Second, Emily Kelly out of the Rideau Curling Club in Ottawa. A nice shot from second, Emily Kelly, with still a lot of options for Quebec here. That rock top of the 12-foot is acting as a guard for Team Quebec, as they are trying to throw another center guard. Sitting second shot in the corner there. This is third. Marie-Laurence Bergeron trying to throw a tight center guard in this historic venue of the Granite Curling Club, North Osborne off of the Red River.
Well, this again has taken a quick turn.
They want to be careful not to set up an easy double peel here. Oh dear, not ideal.
Yeah, hit this rock anywhere high.
Yeah.
I think they're both gone, unless it dead jams, which is unlikely.
That is a big mistake. They had a really good setup going here and really let Ontario off the hook. Third, Melissa Gannon. Big shot here, trying to double peel.
Lots of weight, lots of rotation.
This is a good throw and makes no mistake. Good shot, gets that red away from the center line.
All right. Those two out turns didn't work out that well. She's going to go back to the intern.
Yes. Now that corner guard, Jamie, ended in an interesting spot. It is blocking the intern draw to the button. So that side of the sheet is sort of blocked now.
Good point. The 8-foot's wide open. The 4-foot, of course, also. So I think if they keep ripping these guards, we're going to see an out-turn draw.
I think so. That Ontario Stone in the top of the 12 is acting as a guard for Team Quebec. This is over curling yet again.
They want it to stop.
And I got to think, if you're Ontario here, you peel that yellow, Jamie, all day. This rock they're peeling right now is not the problem rock. The rock in the 12-foot is the problem.
The top of the 12-foot.
You need to peel that rock in the 12-foot.
What about a double peel?
This rock is an off-center. You could. It's just this is your chance to
get
open
rid
the
of
center
it?
up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But the good news is that yellow's their call, so their rock. So if they have to play a run back to win, it'll be their color, which is good news.
Right. Here we go. Uh-oh. Was it curling too much?
This is curling. A good sweep and that was a good throw from third. Melissa Gannon, very nice throw. Two really nice throws.
Lots of weight on that peel attempt.
And so Quebec deciding what to do here. I don't think you want to freeze the one back of the 12-foot. That's not going to be good enough to win. It's the center guard, or you put it right on the tee line, right on the pin.
They only have 2 shots remaining.
Yeah, I like the call. I like going right in.
Put some pressure on Ontario.
Absolutely.
Also gives her another chance to get her draw weight and the ice.
Skip Miriam Perron out of the Three Rivers Curling Club, Quebec, looking for their first gold medal.
Holding the broom outside the edge of the 12-foot. Nice clean release. This rock is not light. No, it looks pretty good.
Need to watch the line as this curls, and they have lost it.
Yeah, it takes a turn and it just takes off.
It does. an over curl, but not the not the desired outcome. And now Ontario has to decide how to hit this. They've recognized that the Stager is not a great situation. And they're chatting that, if they put it top 4 is a great shot. I think I'd be tempted to peel those guards though, Jamie.
I think that's the shot. They got to hit those guards. Got to get rid of those. Open it up for her last one.
I think so.
And then regardless of what Quebec does, she should have an open shot of some kind. Those 2 rocks are dangerous for Ontario.
Very much so. Now it is, Ontario has a decent amount of time, I believe. I think 6 minutes left. So they have lots of time to talk about this.
I think they still have their timeout too.
And they do, yes.
Each team is allowed 1 90-second timeout. Of course, Quebec used theirs.
Way those rocks ended up, it is a little bit of a tricky double peel. I still think that 3/4 of the rock high with peel will blow everything up and open the center.
Yeah, definitely. Even a little bit high, just to roll it off the center line, it kills both those stones.
You betcha.
Big weight, of course.
Quebec lying second shot in the wings. You never know, could come back to count. They're deciding they could draw for sure. That, as we said, the intern side of the sheet is not accessible anymore. Only the outturn is accessible.
Well, to utilize the intern, they'd have to go way out, uncharted territory.
Yeah. You'd have to throw about 15 rotations to come around that wide with the way it curls. Probably 20 rotations easily.
Nicholas Eden style.
Yeah. And quite the discussion here. And what a great championship. We have event chair Warren Reimer behind us here. Great crowd. And we got the championship trophy on sheet next over here. Both teams know it's at stake, a national championship. As Team Ontario elects to peel these guards. A great call, I think.
That's the right call. Only 2 rocks to come. Oh, pardon me, 3 rocks to come. This is Ontario Skip's first stone.
Not a simple shot. A straight peel here would allow Quebec to play the same shot. So would love ideally to get rid of both these rocks and roll over to the 4-foot line. Skip Lindsay Thorne, a silver medalist of this event in 2023. First rock of this 8th and championship final.
Rock's on its way. They jumped it. Both sweepers on it now. Oh, whoa.
And the sweepers overswept that, Jamie. If they didn't sweep that, they had a double peel.
They could have let it curl a little bit more.
Yeah. Still a good shot. However, Quebec has the exact same shot. And if they put this top of the button, it's going to force Ontario into a run back where they can't roll out, or Quebec is the winning point over on the side.
You're right. Interesting. So I've seen 3 outturns come down this path, and all 3 of them have taken a quick turn just before the hog line, about 6 feet before the hog line, and kind of went sideways from there.
The sweepers need to look to heavy clean this the whole way to take it through that curl and make it go straighter so it doesn't over curl on them.
Closely.
Final rock of this 8th and championship final, Miriam Perron out of the Three Rivers Curling Club in Quebec, looking for a precise draw, top of the button.
Nice clean release. Rock's on its way. Front end indicating it's got a lot of weight. Here's the spot where
And
it
there
turns.
it goes. Again,
Oh,
they've
did they
gotten
catch it?
caught.
No. No.
And that is not going to do it, Jamie. They left it again. And that will do it. Team Ontario, Lindsay Thorne, Melissa Gannon, Emily Kelly, Kayla Zahab out of the Rito Curling Club in Ottawa, Ontario are your 2025 Canadian Curling Club champions.
Make the final 7-6. Ontario over Quebec.
Congratulations to Team Ontario on a great final and to Quebec on a great tournament. As you see what it means to these players, national champions in a fantastic game, back and forth.
They upgraded their silver medal from 2 years ago to gold this year.
I'm sure it feels great being so close 2 years ago at the Assiniboine Curling Club and coming on to win the gold medal here at the Granite. Congratulations to the whole team.
Beautiful.
And congratulations to Team Quebec as well on a wonderful run. And to everybody watching in the Three Rivers Curling Club in Quebec, thank you very much.
Are you a score update in the women's bronze medal game? Looks like New Brunswick stole a point at eighth end, in the eighth end to win 5-4 over Alberta. 6-4, sorry. 6-4 New Brunswick over Alberta in the... No, it's 5-4. New Brunswick over Alberta in the bronze medal game, the women's game. The two men's games are still going on. They're both playing the eighth end. Skips rocks to come. BC's 6-4 over Newfoundland in the gold medal game. Skips rocks to come. And Ontario's 7, Prince Edward Island 5. BC skips last rock coming down.
That's Al Hackner double. For those of you wanting to see the end of the men's championship, you can go to Granite Curling Club YouTube, sheet Delta D, as Newfoundland has an Al Hackner double to force an extra end.
Very skinny double, force an extra end. He needs a deuce to tie it up.
Event chair Warren Reimer here. Warren, say a few words about the championship.
Well, it's been a real treat here. The curling this week has been excellent. The crowds have been great. We've got a whole bunch of people sitting in their stands watching this. We've got about 1,000 people watching on our YouTube channels over the 4 sheets. A real shout out to all the volunteers that put this together. And we're just watching the gold medal game on sheet D. Newfoundland needs a skinny double here to be able to tie this thing up and send it to extra ends. All 4 of these games in this final day have been fantastic, all going down to the wire. Thanks very much for Kyle and Jamie. Did a great job of commentating today.
Yeah, we're done, yeah.
But I hope you're not listening to
We
me.
got a
I
final
hope you're
update for
watching
the
final couple of rocks.
men's
Actually,
gold
the final
medal
rock on
game.
sheet
Rocks on his way.
D.
Mark Noseworthy's last stone's got a skinny double to tie. They're on it, they're off it, they're on it.
A little more. Near the bands.
Missed. BC steals 2.
Thank you once again to Piper Spencer Roberts, Pipe Major of the Lord Selkirk RFM, Lord Selkirk RFM Junior Pipe Band. Thank you very much, Spencer. This is the wrap-up of an excellent week of wonderful curling. I want to thank all of the teams who were here, but obviously these 6 medal teams. We're going to ask Jeremy Wu, Governor, and host chair Warren Reimer to head out to the trophy table to help with the trophy and medal presentation. Just be a little careful. But we got curling guys here, so it's not a real big deal. And with the help of our umpires, I'm going to call the teams one at a time. First, the bronze medal winning women's team from the Gage Golf and Curling Club in Oromocto, Sarah Gaines, Hannah Williams, Gabrielle King, Ashley Kuglin, and Coach Bill Gaines. Team New Brunswick, the bronze medalists. Folks, we're going to be doing the staged photos after the medal presentation. And I'm going to ask the Team New Brunswick ladies just to coach Chris Summers. We'll get the champion teams to just hold right there while I ask Jeremy if you would come back to the microphone. Jeremy Wu, he gets the final word here. And be careful. Curling Canada Governor Jeremy Wu.
Thank you, Resby. I appreciate it. On behalf of Curling Canada, I want to thank everyone who made this 2025 Canadian Curling Club Championship a success. But before I go any further, I want everybody here to give themselves a round of applause. You all made this event successful, and you all deserve the applause. We saw all week and long before how hard Warren Reimer and his host committee and all of the volunteers worked to make us feel welcome here. It was an incredible effort and fabulous spending the last few days at this amazing host facility, and we can't thank you enough for this great week spent at the Mother Club here in Winnipeg. Thank you. To our whole officiating team, led by Brenda Chalevin, as well as the timing crew and the ice technicians, thank you for making this a fair playing field for all of our competitors. To the Curling Canada staff, including Event Operations Manager Robin Matty, thank you for all of your work this week, here and behind the scenes, to make this year's Club Championships an event to remember for years to come. Thank you, Curling Canada staff. I'd also like to recognize all of the local businesses that stepped up to show their support for the 2025 championships. We, as curlers, all know that these events do not happen without our local sponsors everywhere we go. So thank you, local sponsors.